What's up, West Texas? Welcome to the Average Joe Show, and I'm your host, AJ Villarreal, and this is my co-host,
Abraham Valenzuela. What's going on, West Texas?
and we've got a couple of guests in the house today. We got
Priscilla.
we got Austin from last night. What's your last name, Austin?
Hickman.
Austin Hickman.
Austin Hickman, we got DA, Diego, Austin, Texas, Midland, all West Texas, all love. Fuck up some comments.
All right, man. Well, dude, after fucking last night's show, man, I'm fucking impressed, dude. Like, we got over 2,000 views, man. After your voice, man.
Dude, that was epic, bro.
It was incredible, man. I think we did really good launching off last night.
Kicked off pretty good, man.
We worked on the video quality was all right, so we got a different camera in here, so hopefully it looks a lot better. Man, how'd you feel after that, dude? When you woke up in the morning and watched all that stuff on Facebook, man.
When I woke up and saw the love, I was getting from even my ex-wife was liking the video. That was it was good, bro. Like to be acknowledged for something that you worked so hard on. It feels good at the end to see that somebody enjoyed it.
Right.
Exactly, man.
Hard work's paying off, ain't it? Hard work's
One of
paying
these days it will, man. It's a foot in the door. Foot in the door.
Yeah, man, I saw the love, dude. I saw the love, man, big time, dude. I was getting phone calls all freaking day, man. I got pretty busy.
You know how many YouTube videos I posted? I've never even had like 15 views, and now almost 2,500. It's crazy to even fathom 2,500 views. It's amazing.
That is our local West Texas people. It's awesome. So hopefully that increases and it gets shared, and maybe it goes out to Austin, man, and we get some exposure out of Austin.
Absolutely. Talent is everywhere and it's local. Like Austin said, man, he woke up feeling better, feeling great, and it's all due to this Average Joe Show. So give it up for AJ for letting us have this.
You're making me blush.
I'm fine, baby. But big shout out to him, because without him, your wife wouldn't have called you, your ex-wife.
Well, let me tell you, man.
Ex-wife.
Let me tell you, we're in for a treat because I've heard every one of you guys sing today. We did a couple of demos in private, and everybody here's got some beautiful fucking voices, man, and I love it. I feel like mesmerized just listening to you guys just fucking rap or sing or play the guitar. It's great. It feels like when I go down 6th Street and everybody's playing live music and it's just the feel, the vibe, man, it's out there. You know what I mean? I love it. So Priscilla, man, when I met you, I had no idea you sung. I really didn't. And we were sitting here in my garage having a birthday party, I remember, and I walk in and they're playing the karaoke machine. And they put the song on, and I'm like, yeah, I'm jamming. I'm like, oh man, it sounds good. And I turn around and she's going a cappella, and I'm like, what? Like, are you serious?
It surprised everybody in the room at that time.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know you sung. And every time she comes over, like literally every time she came over, I'm like, you have to perform. And she's like, no, I don't want to. I'm like, you've got to perform. So she stopped coming over for a little while.
Yeah. I got used to Abraham showing me off, but then it's like.
So man, tell me about this West Texas talent, because I didn't know anything about that before. I've been here for 6 years and I never knew they had one out here until I met you. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, that's the thing too. West Texas Talent is actually in its 8th year now, and I just found out about it last year. And sadly, this is the last year they're doing it. But I've met so much talented people. I mean, we have poets, comedians, bands, dancers. We have so many different people, and I've made a lot of really great friends. And I'm proud to be a part of such a talented group of people. So last Saturday we just had the semifinals, and it was probably about 38 to 40 people.
Wow.
And
like singing or
singing,
dancing, poetic comedians.
That's a lot of people. Wow.
Let me ask you this, Priscilla. Why is it the last year now? What is going on?
It's just not very many people knew about it, and
right.
a lot of people just started dropping out, not being very committed to it.
That's where we're gonna bring it back.
Exactly.
That's
This is
where
what the
we're
point of the
coming
show
back.
is.
That's where we're coming back.
I mean,
music, man. It's got it.
Well,
Yeah.
one way I can definitely help is when the finals is coming up September 24th. Now, I'm not a part of this finals, unfortunately, but there's still such great talent in there. Another one is out, so you'll be memorized. I mean, there's a 7-year-old there that has the voice of an angel, a comedian there that just makes you laugh your butt off. I mean,
I was actually there, and I was able to see my wife perform, as well as other performers, man. It was amazing. I'm like, there's so much talent on that stage. I mean, it was just amazing. If you would have been up there, you would have.
You're thinking,
opened your eyes. Yeah, where's
yeah.
everybody? When you need the scout, when
Right,
you need
yeah,
somebody to
right.
notice somebody. But that's what we're trying to do, right? I mean, we're trying to get everybody exposed. We're trying to get everybody know, hey, you know, this person has a voice, this guy has talent, etc. You know, everybody that's gonna come in here, we gotta show them off. Prove to everybody, hey, besides just little shows that aren't being known, we gotta let everybody know, hey, we're here, we ain't going anywhere. Help these guys out with Scat or somebody across the street that's just like, hey, I know a guy, one thing leads to another. Everybody sees the show, and hopefully it's an escalation there.
And it's crazy because I had no idea there were so many talented people out here. I mean, dude, it gets pretty boring going bar to bar, just hanging out, listening to fucking music on the goddamn karaoke machine. Man, I would rather go to a bar.
I was gonna at least get back.
I would rather go to a bar and hear somebody play live locally,
Right,
man.
right,
Man, you know
right.
how much more venues you would get, have
Right.
local people sing for you versus the boombox. And
Even at that, I mean, it's actually more entertaining because, like, you hear the
Yes.
same song over and over, and you see somebody new coming up out of nowhere. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got like actual live music that nobody expects to come out of nowhere.
yeah,
So, I mean, that's what makes it interesting, so to speak, when you go out to a place like that, and
Yeah.
that's how people get
Yeah,
there.
like Arnold said, like, you know, recognize karaoke, but we want to recognize the talent. The talents that's there, the people that's there. And when you sing karaoke, you're just singing someone else's song. But when you go to live music, you're hearing their music, what they're bringing to the table. And that's what we're bringing to this Average Joe show table. It's
something
our
different.
talent.
I think it's like with this West Texas talent. You know what I mean? I think a lot of the average Joes are going to be there to support it.
exactly.
And it's
If we
one of
can-
those things. It's a forum that people can get out, you know, and there may not be scouts yet, but
Yeah.
you know, eventually everything that is good, that you know, like this, that finds talent, somebody, somewhere, somehow is going to be there, and all it takes is that one moment,
That one phone.
that 30 seconds of singing,
Exactly,
that's
right?
going to change your life for the rest of your life, and you just have to find yourself in that moment somehow.
Yeah, and that vision that you have is the same vision that
We are.
Daniel has. Well, the one that is in charge of the West Texas Talent. Daniel Ryan, he's an amazing person. Not only is this a competition, but you also have chances to be exposed, get
Recognized.
practice. Yes, like
Be
I've
recognized.
sang at the Permian Basin Fair, the Midland County Fair,
Wow.
HEB Feast of Sharing. I mean, the West Texas
Did
Talent.
they
is
give
gonna
you free
be-
groceries or anything?
But you know,
But that's awesome. That's
Yes,
awesome because
it's-
they're giving you a chance to get exposed.
yes,
and
it's
to
not
sh-
just a competition.
Well, I can tell you like this: I'll be there to support it, no
Yeah,
matter what. I
exactly.
think that's a great thing.
September 24th.
I'll be there as well.
It will
I
be
think
there.
Arnold
Oh, yeah.
should
If
be
we
there.
could go more,
as
we
far
would,
as
yeah.
as far as what we're
The
doing,
Diedrich-
we need
it's
to be
gonna
there.
be at the Diedrich Hall at 7 p.m. September 24th. So
All right.
I got a question right quick. What experience, so to say, can you tell everybody, hey, from karaoke I turned around and performed in front of a whole bunch of people. Like, what kind of change was that for you?
it was a really big change because I could barely even step up to the mic. I mean,
It's
I
hard.
would. Yes, it's very hard. It's very nerve wracking because people are judging you. You know, karaoke, everybody's drunk. They don't care. You know what I mean? You can be the
And everybody
worst singer
who's hearing
there,
you is
and
drunk.
everybody will clap. You know, but when you're in a competition or you're auditioning for something, you know you're being judged, and so
Oh, yeah.
your nerves get very racked, and it's just like. I mean, ask my husband. I used to barely even move on stage, and now you know I can actually move and dance, and I enjoy myself. It starts becoming a craving, a need to get behind the mic and perform, and that's just how I've been lately.
You
We're
know, the
gonna
one
have to
thing,
make some room here so you can move while you sing for us. Or? I'm just
Maybe
kidding.
we'll see.
you know, the one thing that's never changed for me when I got up on the mic and like a competition situation, you know, even through like high school, going to like region choir and stuff, you know what I mean? You always doubt yourself, no matter
Yes.
what, and I'm so guilty of that. Like,
And
I
you
don't
notice
care.
every little mistake.
I
And
notice
that's what
every
they don't
mistake, but you know
understand.
what? I was so surprised when I found out that normal people don't notice any of that. You
Yeah.
can make it, you know, you can either acknowledge you made a mistake and sit there and go like, oh my gosh, like up on stage in
Or
front of a
just play
mic
it
and
through.
look like you just had a heart attack up on
Yeah.
stage, or
Or
you
just
can
play it
either-
off and go with
just
it.
play it off.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I tell you what, it takes a lot of practice to be able to play it off, because my first show was at Ector County Coliseum, like 3,000 people. I almost wet my pants. I was so nervous because you always think about it, but you never do it. And then once you do it, you're just like, oh, this is happening. You know, they're putting on makeup and stuff, and you're just like, wow, this is real.
That's why I've got my little fucking bucket down here because I got nervous, so I gotta.
I can't raise the budget. Pass that this way eventually.
I'll tell you what. I've done a few, like, been on stage, with a couple of rappers, but never been up there for myself to show myself, expose myself. That happened about Arnold, I think, AJ, 3 weeks ago when I posted that. Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
We did a 901 Pecos, one of the biggest things out there. And to tell you the truth, this is what was hard about it. Not getting on stage. That was just half of the battle.
Right.
What was the other part was me not knowing what to say, me not knowing what beat I was going to, and I had to learn a little Spanish because all them Pecos. I don't know too much Spanish. So me getting thrown to the wolves, I'll tell you what, when you have a love and passion for this music, it don't matter. Throw you up in that stage, it feels like you're in the clouds, man.
Man, but see, this guy right here, dude, I don't have one doubt that he would one day become successful or be afraid to sing, because when we were 14 years old, all this guy would do was freestyle. Freestyle nonstop, dude. It was nonstop to where you're like, dude, shut the fuck up, man.
And I kept working.
He just kept working in it, and dude, he just got.
Well, see, like I was raised real poor. Like dumpster diving poor. Like, but
you still are poor. But
we grew up free flowing. We grew up with music. That was our entertainment.
Yeah.
So for us brothers that I have 3 other brothers, and for us that was just our way to escape the hell we were living in.
Exactly,
so I took it to the next level. Got a guitar when I was 13. Now I'm 26. Been singing, writing since I was 13 years old. That's 13 years, man, and it's that's it. I don't care how hard times get. Like this man with his rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any form or fashion of music, whether it's karaoke or a competition, man, it's a piece of you.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Regardless if it's someone else's song or not. Me, I'm a musician. I get up there in karaoke. I put myself out there. Granted, it's somebody else's song, but a true musician will put themselves out there, and so that's what it's about. Is giving a little bit of you. And I've had people come up to me and be like, man, that song meant something to me. And to hear that from somebody over something you think is nothing is everything. It made my whole world. That's what made me decide this is what I could do this every day for the rest of my life and never feel like I'm working a day.
See, that's why I respect you guys majorly with your music. Like, I wish I could sing, but I won't sing for y'all, man, because the show will probably shut down. But I feel like like you guys feel. I feel like that. Sitting here and hosting the show, man, and listening to you guys. I feel like that. And it makes me feel good. I'm happy.
Hey, but you're in the right seat. You're the one giving us the opportunity,
exactly,
so don't feel too bad there, partner.
I wish I could sing.
I wish I could have a voice like you and talk.
Believe me, you'll have some groupies after this is all over, bro.
We're actually lined up out the door right now.
I think that's the ones knocking about it. Sorry about that. But no, like you said, man, you know what? Just to make it real quick before we get into Priscilla singing, like he said, we're coming from, a whole lot of nothing. And I always use the analogy of Kobe Bryant. When he was growing up poor, he always had a basketball. Every day, he said, if I was having a bad day, if my mom's got under my ass, everything, living poor, I didn't have nothing to eat, I had a basketball to go shoot. And that's how I feel. I have music. It takes me away from everything. Anything that's going on, me not seeing this, me not doing that, all that stress that's covered on your shoulders, that baggage just gets released because you're in the clouds, man. And that's exactly what we're here for. And, I can only hope to improve and get better from here.
Oh, it will. I've seen a lot of progress over the years, a lot.
Yeah, I know.
It's just going to get better. It's going to get better.
Man, being on stage is the most addicting thing. It's more addicting than any drug you could ever do. It is one of those highs that you come off that stage. Dude, you come off that stage, man, feeling like $1 million bucks.
I did MMA once, or a couple of times. I'd go and fight in Shreveport, Louisiana, for Ring Rulers, and I fought with Austin Extreme Sparring, man, and it was the craziest feeling walking into the
cage, the octagon,
and everything. Shit. We're gonna take a quick break. We will continue in a minute, and
we'll take a quick break. We'll get back to y'all.
Stay tuned.